Me and Brenda we did have a longish life together actually. I mean, we first met in 1963, about September. Well, I first noticed Brenda in 1963 at what was the old Huddersfield Technical College, when we were both in the same business studies class, and used to chat to everybody around her. Noticed her very clearly, but I think at them ages, when I was 17 and Brenda was 16, things are a little bit more embarrassing. Anyway, after about 2 months I did pluck up courage to ask her out, and she made one comment, of course, but why did it take you so long? And we just started going out. Unfortunately, in the end of 2014, Brenda, I think she knew she hadn't been feeling very well for quite a while, was diagnosed with endometrial cancer, and it required a huge operation which took place very quickly at Jimmy's in Leeds in January 2015. And that was quite a long recovery period, coupled with bouts of chemo. It seemed to have a very positive effect, because the tumour appeared to have disappeared. Brenda was doing very well, and then all of a sudden at the beginning of 2016 she noticed a lump appearing again, and that's really when it took over the life in full, really. She did more chemo and radiotherapy, but it was patently obvious it was getting worse. During the period up to her death, she never had to come and stay in the hospice, which was good. She had marvellous support. A lady called Victoria Robinson I think she was classed as a palliative nurse. Everybody's been brilliant, and the hospice helped her through, organised certain things that still help get her out, like a wheelchair, which was marvellous. And I can't really say any more, but unfortunately Brenda died on July 2nd. This is a nice little message that Brenda had threatened to write for quite a number of weeks prior to her death, actually, and she actually decided to do it on Saturday the 24th of June 2017, and she just started off putting it in a sealed envelope to be ready to her funeral. So we were as surprised as what was in the letter as everybody else at the time. Here's a few things I'd probably like to have done in my life, and this is the 5 items. Wing walk, go in business class in a sleep pod, see more stone circles but not Stonehenge, steal a Henry Moore sculpture, and lastly, for Michael, have that pizza in Alicante. That's it, folks. Thanks for everything. I love you, Michael and Ian. Love you forever. Masses of kisses. Brenda Strobel. And I'd just like to add that I took those 5 things she wished she'd done as a challenge for me to do. So I'm doing and done. I've done 3 of them already. The only ones I still haven't done is the wing walk and the going in the business class in a sleep pod. The other three I've done, but I will either repeat or do more. I really need an expensive large Henry Moore sculpture yet to really complete the set. I think that's it. I've got to say that's all, folks, as Brenda would say, or as Looney Tunes would say.